Pastors, here's a very serious question, very tender question. It comes to us from Illinois. It says, how can I forgive someone who raped my daughter? Wow. Pastor Chad?
Yeah, I'll speak to this. I would say this, and I think I'll preface it by saying this is not coming from an opinion as much as it is an experience of someone who's been abused as a child. And so here's what I have had to walk through in my own personal journey, is I've had to learn that forgiveness, well, two things. One, I was taught to forgive and forget, and then I learned that that's impossible.
Yeah.
There's no ability to get spiritual amnesia and just forget everything that's ever happened to you in your life, especially something as traumatic as that. And so you'll never forget. There will be days it doesn't bombard your mind as much as it does in this moment. And again, we're speaking to a parent, and I'm a father, and so I have this worry and this concern every day that how do you protect your daughters? And as a matter of fact, I write and I journal my prayers every day, and one of the prayers I pray every day is, God, protect my girls. And one day I took my pen and I marked out the word "my," and I wrote, God, protect our girls. And I realized that was a kind of a freeing moment for me, that they're not just my daughters, they're his daughters too. And he wants to protect them as much as I want to protect them. So I had to learn that you don't forgive and forget, but I also had to learn that forgiveness is a continual choice. It's not a one-time decision.
Yes.
That I didn't just wake up one day and say, hey, I forgive them and it's over with. I had to get up this morning and decide, hey, you know what, I forgive them again. So it's not a one-time choice. It's a continual decision. And some days it's easier, some days it's harder, but you have to decide every day, I'm going to forgive.
Good. Pastor GJ.
I'd like to say also that forgiveness is not a feeling.
Yeah.
Yep.
Forgiveness is an action and a choice that has to be made over and over and over again. A lot of people, they think that they want to forgive, but if they still have hurt feelings, they think to themselves, oh, I thought I had forgiven and I haven't really forgiven. Don't let the feeling determine whether or not you have forgiven. Here's what forgiveness is. Forgiveness is the decision that I am not going to make that person pay for what they did. Now, obviously in our world, we have courts and legal systems in place, and even people that are forgiven by God still have to bear the consequences, the natural earthly consequences. Those things are in place, and in place for a reason, and a good reason. We have to make the decision, though, that we are going to let natural consequences, and we are going to let God avenge for those types of things. Or else, not only will it torture you forever, but it is going to occupy your mind and your time in such a way, you're not going to be productive anymore for your daughter. You're not going to be productive for your life. You are going to now live in that moment of what has happened, and now that person is going to control your life. Somebody said one time, the person that makes you angry controls you. And so if we let what another person has done, if we hold that in our heart, that we are punishing them all the time, whether we're able to actually do it or just wishing we could do it, we have now given our life up to that person who wronged us, who wronged our family. This person that does not deserve to own your life is the very person. The person that deserves to have your life is your child. The person that deserves to have your life, obviously, we owe our life to the Lord. And so what happens is, it's a funny thing, because the one that stole from us, they stole part of our life from us, and now we say, okay, take the rest of it. And we give them the rest of our life. Don't let the piece that they stole take the rest of your life. You make the decision, you make the choice. I choose that I don't hold this over them anymore. I turn them over to God, I turn them over to the courts, and I spend my time and my focus on the restoration, on the healing of my daughter and our family.
If you liked what you saw, make sure to like that video and comment below. Hit the subscribe button for more content uploaded weekly.